The Bible is full of a variety of stories. We have read about the creation, wars, warriors, and kings, the coming of Jesus, his life, his parables, his gift of salvation through the crucifixion, the starting of the Christian church, and biographies of faithful Christian disciples. Well, this week we are going to satisfy the readers who love a good romance as we begin reading the book of Song of Songs, or sometimes called Song of Solomon. Monday's post holds an introduction to the book, followed by a chapter read on Tuesday through Friday with posted devotions for each day. I'm taking much of my information this week from my Life Application Bible. Song of Songs is a wedding song honoring marriage. The purpose of the book was to tell of the love between a bridegroom, King Solomon, and his bride, to affirm the sanctity of marriage and to picture God's love for his people. The book was written by Solomon, probably early in his reign. Song of Songs features the love dialogue between a simple Jewish maiden and her lover, Solomon the king. They describe in intimate detail their feelings for each other and their longings to be together. Throughout the dialogue, sex and marriage are put in their proper God-given perspective. God created sex and intimacy, and they are holy and good when enjoyed within the bounds of marriage. Solomon frequently visited the various parts of his kingdom. Well, one day, as he visited some of the vineyards in the north, his royal entourage took him by a beautiful peasant woman tending the vines. She ran, but Solomon could not forget her. Later, he came to her, disguised as a shepherd, and won her love. Then he revealed his true identity and asked her to return to Jerusalem with him. They return to his palace, where they are wed as the book begins. Song of Songs is a series of 7 poems, not necessarily in chronological order. It reflects upon the first meeting of Solomon and the peasant woman, their engagement and their wedding night, and the growth of their marriage after the wedding. There are 3 characters as you read. The girl is the beloved, Solomon, the lover, and then the friends. There are differing views as far as the order of the first 4 chapters, but we do know that Solomon seeks his bride, finds her, and enjoys her. Song of Psalms is also an expression of the love relationship of the believer and the Savior. Christ calls us away from the trivial things of life so that we might enjoy a deeper communion with him. This communion is not without difficulties and disciplines, but it leads to a happier and holier life. How do we experience his love? As chapter 4 points out, with Christ being the lover, we must listen to his words, as in verses 1 through 8. We must look to him in love, verses 9 through 11. And we must live to please him, verses 12 through 16. Love is a powerful expression of feeling and commitment. How are you loving? Where are your commitments? Please join us next week for some more chapters of the Song of Psalms. And don't forget, Biblical Shakers makes reading the Bible way more enjoyable for you. And I pray the Lord will put a hunger on your heart.